morning, howdy, welcome back to my channel. And if it's your first time, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I wish you guys had a great day. Today is a lunar dragon year and I'm excited. I love the dragon deal. I mean, dragon looks so cool. I know it's not a real deal, but it is. Maybe it was. I have no idea. Today we're going to talk about how to manage your time the best way so you can multitask and do many different things at the same time. So, saying that, let's talk about how I do it. Okay? One of the things I'm always doing is I have a way of doing the things. First of all, this is my biggest basically secret. I have my duck in a row. What I mean of that, so I'm in printing, large format business. YouTube is my hobby or second job, and I run a couple of companies within the company because I do the sales, I do the printing, and I do consultant for some customers. So the way I do it is I have all my duck in a row. First of all the programs I do it myself. I really don't have anybody helping me on a program, and if I really need some help, I'm always on YouTube trying to search for that help. Figure that one out. I'm on YouTube, I have a channel, but I'm on YouTube figuring this thing out. One thing that I've done from the day one in my life is I have a photographic memory that I memorize everything, which is crazy. Not everybody can do or will do it, but I kind of memorize everything. Every conversation I have, I take a note of that conversation in my brain and I keep it there for a long time. I don't let it go. Maybe that's one of the reasons I drink lots of coffee. And second of all, I only sleep about 4 to 5 hours maximum. And I can drag myself to go without a sleep. I mean, 4 hours is what I need. Even I can live with the 3 hours for like a week or two, but once in a while I will crash. And I know my limit. And in that limit, when I crash, I just like I stop everything. But most important thing, I get my duck in a row. So let's say in my printing business, I have like 7 different jobs or 6 different jobs with 6 different jobs, 6 different clients. You know, I know my equipment, I know the ability of my equipment, and I know the ability of my people. Like I have one guy that I know for a fact I cannot assign more than 1 job at a time, because if I do that, it's not worth it. It's going to be a damage, and then I have to do a damage control. So that's how I got my duck in a row there. So I know I have to give this guy only 1 assignment. I actually try to give my people just 1 assignment to finish it, because I don't want them to make a mistake, you know, because the mistakes that in my business is very costly and goes out of my bottom line. Basically, that's how I make my money. I minimize my mistake. I make my money off of purchasing power, purchasing negotiation, and then I make my money off of minimizing my mistake. And that's one thing I do. But then again, it comes in like I can do all the design, I can do all the mechanical stuff for printing, you know, all of those things myself. And I can just pretty much, because I have it memorized everything, I can just literally do it in my sleep. In my sleep. I do have some allergy, so sorry about that. My nose is just sometimes gets to be goofy. It's just this allergy I just started to have. Maybe I should move out of California. I'm actually trying to pursue my wife. Let's move out of California, but she's been here for 40 some years, so she's not going to listen to me, which is okay. You know, it's okay. I'll live with it, because I just love her so much that, you know, I'm not going to keep saying that. Anyway, so going back to my multitasking, then at the same time, like, I'm doing consulting with a couple of customers, 1 or 2 customers that I have. I do consulting for them for their events, you know, and I sometimes try to design, which I try to stay away. One of the things I try to stay away is a design, because it's just so time consuming, and be honest with you, I don't make money off of it. And if it's something that is not going to make money off of it, it's just not going to be fit for me. I'm only trying to do the things that, you know, I'm good at it. I'm good at it. And I'm not saying I'm not good at design, but I prefer not to do it. But I'm good at my own business, which is printing, trade show, events, all of those things. Design is a very tricky thing, so that's the thing that, you know, I prefer not to get into it. So that's how I manage my time, and I still have time to goof around, you know. I mean, I do lots of work. I still have time to do other stuff, but one thing is, you know, you can say that I don't sleep enough, and I don't. I mean, I'm up for about 20 hours a day. It's totally crazy. Sometimes I actually think about it. I said, it's just dumb to do this, you know. And but, you know, I enjoy it. I prefer to be up and walking and active, because I'm very hyperactive type of guy, rather than sleeping and taking a nap. You know, I'll watch movie, I work on the client's file, artwork, I do the sales, I write estimate, I do the actual printing, running 2-3 equipment at the same time. But then again, at that time is where I have my duck in a row. But, you know, I mean a duck in a row, I mean I am set up, I know exactly the ability of those printer. I literally know A to Z, and I pay attention for it. I mean, I do have lots of interruption, but I try not to get interrupted, you know. One of the things, I don't really take a note like some people that, you know, they get their phone on their hand, they keep taking note. A note doesn't do any good. My note is in my brain. You know, I go old fashioned. My note is in my brain. If a customer calls, I just memorize it and I go with that. If I have a problem with the job, I know exactly what I need to do to fix that problem. That's one thing that in the beginning, I just don't jump into hit the print button. I take my time, I do my prep, make sure everything is perfect the way it needs to be done, so I don't have to redo it. Yes, sometimes I have to redo, and I hate that. Like the other day, we had a job that we needed to redo because of the rain. There was a leak in the ceiling, so it dropped just one drop of a rain, and that's it. It's like about $700-800 print in the trash can. So that's the thing, you know, just try to basically organize yourself. That's what the duck in a row should be. Organize yourself. Organize, and then just pay attention. Don't let anything to interrupt you. You know, these days, the biggest interruption is this smartphone, which I call it a dummy phone, or basically this phone is a really big interruption. The best thing is, just ignore it or just put your phone aside when you are doing this type of thing so you don't get interrupted. I can't do it because, I can't put my phone aside because I do get the client calling me, and I have to answer. But in general, that's one thing to try to do, not get interrupted by phone, and try to use your brain rather than use writing. My book, I don't think writing is gonna do anything. You need to memorize. You need to know. You need to just be in it. Like these days, I find that like some people they do some calculation. They use a smartphone for 2 times 2. What in the world is that supposed to be? You don't use the smartphone for that. Use your brain. Brain. Come on, guys. Come on. I think that's one of the reasons these people, lots of people, they have Alzheimer, because you know what? They just try to depend on paper. No, depend on your brain. Make your brain function. Make your brain function. Don't just depend on paper because you'll forget. You're depending on something else. I don't depend on it. I depend on my brain. I depend on myself. Anyway, guys, I hope I was able to explain multitasking the way I do it. Okay, but good luck with everybody. And tomorrow is the game day. Still, I'm a 49ers fan, and I think 49ers are gonna win. I hope they win because then it would be good. I don't have a bet on 49ers. I don't bet on football or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure 49ers are gonna win. Tomorrow, I'm invited at my sister, and they are a Chief fan, so I don't know. I hope there's no collusion happens there, but you never know. But no, I was just kidding. Anyway, have a great weekend, whatever left, and have a good day tomorrow at the game day. Go 49ers, and go 49ers, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to get a notification. And cheers, coffee is good, it keeps you going, and that's why I drink coffee. And this coffee is a great coffee. Love to everybody, peace, and enjoy your day.